Hi, this is my major grade assignment. So my goal for this 6 weeks was to learn the Ruby coding language. It's mainly used in web development. Some things that went well were I was able to easily understand this syntax and I was able to make connections with both Python and Java. Some stuff that I struggled with were when I was learning how to take user input. In the IDE that I was originally using, I wasn't able to call the function, but when I switched to a different IDE, the function worked, so I had some trouble figuring out why that was the case. So this week I've learned so far this 6 weeks I've learned how to print. I've learned about different types of variables and the different operators in Ruby. So in Ruby, there are two main ways to print. You have the puts function and the print function. The main difference is that puts will add a new line, whereas print won't. So Ruby has certain operators which are used to perform different functions. The operators are unary, arithmetic, bitwise, logical, ternary, assignment, comparison, and range operators. Unary operators are they take in a single argument in the form of a receiver. So some examples would be bitwise complement, boolean, or a unary plus. These basically return certain values based off one input. An arithmetic operator is just the math operators. So you have plus, minus, division, multiplication, exponents, and then modulus. The bitwise operators we have bitwise AND, bitwise OR, bitwise XOR, left shift, right shift, and complement. These basically convert in order to use these, you basically convert the value you have as input into bits, and then it does a certain operation based on it. So the bitwise will, these are just some examples. Then logical operators are basically just showing, basically just returning true or false. So the logical AND operator will return true only if both sides of the expression are true. The logical OR operator will return true if one side of the expression is true, and the logical NOT operator will basically return the exact opposite of what the input was. Assignment operators are just used to assign values, so you can set something equal to something, you can increase the value, you can add certain numbers, you can multiply, you can exponentially raise something. Comparison operators are, like the name says, they are used to compare two operands, so like greater than, less than, equal to. And then range operators, basically they create different ranges. So the double dot will have elements inclusive. If you have a triple dot, the ending and starting elements will be exclusive. In variables, in Ruby variables, there are 4 types of variables. There's local variables, class variables, instance variables, and global variables. These are indicated by a prefix. So local variables, if you want to define a local variable, you have to start it with a underscore. It really has no scope, and when uninitialized local variables are called, they are interpreted as a method that has no arguments. This is just an example of code. Class variables start with double @ signs. This belongs to a whole class and can be accessible from anywhere inside the class. If you have an uninitialized class variable, you'll receive an error. An instance variable is with a single @ sign, and it belongs to only one specific instance of the class. These don't need to be initialized, and if they're uninitialized, they'll have a nil value. A global variable starts with the $sign. It can be accessed from anywhere in a program, and if it's uninitialized, it'll have a nil value. So that's so far what I've learned. I've also been using Codecademy and coding rooms to practice my code. This is just an example of some code that I wrote with the arithmetic operators. I have addition, subtraction, division, multiplication, and modulus and exponent. In addition to that, I've also been using Codecademy to learn. So I've completed the introduction to Ruby, and I'm currently working through control flow, which is the if statements, while statements, and unless statements. A way that my pod helped me change my way of thinking was they suggested I can go to websites like Stack Overflow and see if other people have had the same issues that I've had. And when I did that, I realized that certain IDEs only have certain pre-programmed functions depending on the language, and so those don't show up, but in some IDEs you do need to add those import statements.